Greetings, passengers. We're about to begin our descent into New Orleans. Please prepare for landing.
The French Quarter, the oldest neighborhood in New Orleans. Bourbon Street, right in the center of it all. This is NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Coming to you on this Tuesday night. Hi, everyone. Kevin Harlan, joined by Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr with Doris Burke reporting from the sideline. Now a chance to check out tonight's starting lineups. One of the guys we'll be watching out for today, Anthony Davis.
He's such a good player to have around, Kevin, because he might not be their most important, valuable player, but the thing is, in desperate times, he can be, and so he has.
They've got Smith. Holiday out there with Austin Rivers. Then there's Darius Miller, and it's Aminu in at power forward. That's the Pelicans' 5. Now here's Rivers. 11 points for him in that last game against Charlotte. That's good. Rivers has got his third basket of the night. Here's Morris. And a tight game here as we end the first half.
Yes, guys, I'm here with Anthony Davis.
Now, presented by Sprint.
With a duel going on in New Orleans.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Oh, and you can see he's calling desperately for the ball. Passes to Newman. Tries it from 19. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. And the Suns lead by 4.
Well, you have to think he made the right move there, setting up an established star with the ball.
Yeah, you know, a lot of rookies want to come into the league and make their splash, establish themselves, but sometimes you have to defer early and let the vets have their way. And then you figure out where you fit into the puzzle.
Setting the floor for the Suns. Newman, he's in at the point. Markieff Morris is out there with Dragic. Then there's Bledsoe, and it's Okafor in at the 5.
Well, guys, Goran Dragic signed to a big 4-year contract by the Phoenix Suns last season. Really has played well. He's crafty, he's clever, he's got good size, can finish at the basket, and also can shoot the three. He's a lot of fun to watch.
And Dragic. Doubled by Newman. Rivers with it. Now guarded by Newman. Rivers kicks to Anderson. It's stolen by Morris. Here's Newman. Makes good on the step-back jumper. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Suns.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
You also can't overlook how well they've defended the rim, as they've challenged virtually every shot in the paint.
Here's Okafor. Cashes in for a double-digit lead. Okafor's got 9 points now in just the second half. For the Phoenix Suns, they're coming off a good outing against Oklahoma City. 1:19 left here in the fourth quarter. Davis with the bucket. 1:16 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Newman, and he gets it to go. Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. They're down by 10. 1:11 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Monty Williams address his team. He rallied the troops, saying nobody said it was going to be easy. They're down, they're not going away. If we want this game, we have to take it from them. Kevin, plenty of fire in that speech.
And these are the types of games where it's obvious one team clearly had the edge. Tonight, it's going to be a great win by a large margin for the Suns.
Clark, their shot blocking turned out to give them a big advantage in this game.
Well, they were disciplined and focused, I thought, all game long, Kevin. Excellent defense around the rim.
And every win important, and this one will go down as win number 3. The Phoenix Suns come into this one after the win against the Thunder in Oklahoma City. Outside Green. Outside Dragic. This one for 3. And Green with the basket on the assist by Dragic.
Well, they've done a great job keeping the fans out of the game today, and the closer they get to the win, the quieter it gets.
Yeah, we call that the sweet sounds of silence. They're going to savor this win, as well they should. Every road win carries a little extra reward.
Here's Newman. Great D on that shot, and it's off the mark. So it's the Suns winning easily here. Some days, Clark, everything goes right for a team, and they just had one of those games.
Yeah, it certainly was. I mean, these guys played a great all.
Guys, I'm here with Goran Dragic, and what's been the key to your success tonight and in general for the team of late?
In the last 2 games, everybody is playing for each other. You know, we're sharing the ball, we are active in defense, and we run. I think so. Last 2 games, that was the key. Everybody was involved, everybody was shooting the ball well, and here's the result.
Sharing is contagious. Goran, thanks for your time. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Doris, for that. And now for...
Thanks, man. I really appreciate that. Test? What you talking about, man? Hey, man, I feel like you've been here much longer than me. If you see an opportunity, I'm not about to step in the way. Yeah, I'm feeling you. Hey, I just want to play my game, help this team win. You know what I'm saying?
The captain has indicated we are cleared for landing. Please fasten your seatbelts and we'll have you on the ground shortly. Welcome to San Antonio.
We make it cool to be sucked. We make it cool to be sucked. We make it cool to be sucked.
And we see the Spurs getting ready to go. And you've got it on 2K Sports for Wednesday night action in the NBA. Hi, everyone. Kevin Harlan joined by Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. A quick check now at the starting lineups for both teams. And as we take a look here at Markieff Morris, what's your take?
And the moment he enters the game is kind of the moment the fans are all waiting for. He's a special player, a guy who everybody anticipates watching.
Well, he's an energizer. If things are a little lethargic out.
On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. Newman in at point guard. Green is out there with P.J. Tucker. Then there's Channing Frye, and it's Goodwin in at the 2. That is good, and the Spurs lead is cut down to 9 in the bucket from Green.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play. A dramatic improvement for the San Antonio Spurs defensively last season, guys. Coach Pop had suggested that they might have gotten too old to be an elite defensive team anymore, but that wasn't the case. I think he challenged them a little bit, and they raised the bar of their defensive performance.
Rejected by Newman. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Guys, Kawhi Leonard, the Spurs' highest draft pick since Tim Duncan, and he has been a starter from his first game in the NBA. Coach Popovich says he's really a special player at both ends of the court. And what makes me so confident about him is that he wants it so badly. He comes early, he stays late, and he's coachable. I think he's going to be a star and the face of the Spurs. Big praise from a coach not known for hyperbole, guys.
Well, Doris, it's hard to put a ceiling on him. He does have star potential. And Clark, you mentioned the defensive improvement of the Spurs. Going into last season, their stat gurus told them they needed to focus even more on contesting shots, even if that meant committing more fouls or allowing more offensive rebounds.
Well, and that's exactly what they did, Kevin. They gave up a few more offensive rebounds, fouled slightly more than they had the prior season, but they were better in terms of shot blocks, steals, and they held their opponents to a lower field goal percentage. So a great example of getting an edge from advanced stats.
The Suns have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
Well, guys, you go back to last season when this is a team that hit just 74% of its free throws. I know they'd like to see that number go up.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
They have constantly shot themselves in the foot this quarter with all of these turnovers.
Yeah, pretty basic stuff, Clark. When you can't score the ball if you don't have possession.
San Antonio making a switch here. Mills is checked in.
What a pass, and then the layup was a bit of a circus move.
Oh, so smooth.
Well, you know what? He could have fouled that up going for the big slam. I thought that was a nice job just taking the layup.
And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
That's 2 unproductive trips in a row, ending in turnover.
And one thing you can't do is string together those kinds of possessions. It'll really snowball on you.
Leandro Barbosa. He's checked in for the Suns. Newman, the pass to Morris. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Now just a 5-point San Antonio lead.
Now they're finally starting to shoot the ball a little bit better now.
You know, I thought this was the kind of play they needed in the first quarter, but as I always like to say, it's better late than never.
And Bellinelli kicks to Duncan. The jump hook, that one goes. Count. Duncan's got 8 points in the quarter.
Beautiful feed off the bounce to his teammate there. Nicely done.
And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession. And we finish one half of basketball. Spurs lead by 7. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Thanks, Kevin. Coach Popovich, a strong first half for you. Was the up-tempo pace part of the game plan?
Well, we've upped the pace. That's what we need to do because we're not as good a defensive team as we used to be, so something's got to give somewhere.
Pop, thanks for the time, guys.
Thank you, Doris, and we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
It's Wednesday night.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
High in the skies, it's the Tower of the Americas. The Phoenix Suns come into this one after the win against the Pelicans in New Orleans.
And you know what was most impressive? They wasted very few possessions in that game. They ran their offense close to perfection.
That's what we call a mute button game in front of a hostile crowd. They never let the fans get into it. Had them on their hands the whole time.
Green out there with Mills. Then there's Bellinelli. And it's Damian James. And it's Duncan in at the 5 spot. That's the San Antonio 5. Suns trail by 10. Bledsoe outside. It's Leandro Barbosa on the wing. Pass to Newman. Bledsoe outside. Here's Morris. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. Bledsoe's got 3 assists tonight.
Boy, when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like he can, what a huge bonus that is.
Cannot hit. And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters.
Coming up next Monday, November 11th, Kyle Lowry and the Toronto Raptors go up against the Houston Rockets. Live from Houston. Be there.
And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Well, this had to be the choice. It was an absolutely sensational feat, putting it way up there above the rim so that only his teammate could catch it. And not only does he do it, but he powers it down from there.
Yeah, the timing of these plays are just phenomenal.
No question.
Suns trail by 7 on the court for the Suns. Newman, he's in at point guard. Marquis Morris is out there with Channing Frye. Then there's Bledsoe, and it's Barbosa in at the 3, the small forward. Offensive rebound. The Spurs shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. And Green slams it in.
Boy, great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, it sure was. He made a beeline for the bucket as soon as they got the ball. Right away, straight to the rim.
Here's Newman. To the inside, Morris. Kicks it to Bledsoe. Tries again. Newman, the pass to Frye. And he makes good on the layup.
You know, when he's in that tight with that kind of height advantage over the defender, that's going to be a pretty easy play for him.
Spurs leading by 7. Mills dishes to Duncan. That's good.
These guys know each other well, clearly, because that was a beautiful pass.
The Suns have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. Feeds it to Frye. There's the pass to Morris. There's the 3. And James pulls it down.
He has not been on his game, and you know their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not helped the situation.
And Mills kicks to Green. It's good from long range. Green's got the lead up to 12 now for the Spurs.
Well, he's got that quick trigger, a very quick trigger on his shot, and doesn't hesitate to pull up as soon as he gets his hands on the ball. He's a very aggressive player.
Well, defensive pressure is always going to be at its weakest in that instant when the pass gets there. So having a good feel for the catch and shoot serves him well.
Here's Bellinelli. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. Here's what Phoenix has lined up on their schedule. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home.
Some really good games going on. How about that Denver one? That's an interesting game.
You know, it's no secret around the league, guys, that the Suns either have one of the best medical staffs in the game or they've built their practice facility by the fountain of youth. More evidence of that came when Jermaine O'Neal found new tread on his well-worn tires.
To stop the run, that one's good. The San Antonio lead is cut down to just 12 points with the basket from Okafor. The Spurs have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the 4th quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Splitter kicks to Bellinelli. Parker outside. And he gets it to go. Clark, as you said, a lot of the players that left the Suns last season, such as Steve Nash and Grant Hill, had trouble keeping their health up. And Steve, I don't know, you've been in that organization. Whatever they are doing that are keeping those players healthy and in top shape has been working. They are admirable in the way they have led that cause.
Well, it's a tremendous training staff. They've just always done a very good job of keeping their guys healthy by getting them in the training room every day for work, by combining the strength program, training schedule, but a lot of confidence in that staff from the players, and I think it really shows.
Spurs leading by 14. Ginobili outside. Duncan high post. He's against Morris. Kicks it out to Leonard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That's a 2 from Parker. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Green's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Newman. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for the Spurs?
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
The other thing they're doing, guys, is forcing turnovers and then creating points offensively as a result. I have no idea why he was fouling there.
And even the foul, I mean, you can't be wrapping guys up like that. I mean, it just doesn't make any sense. That's a meaningless play.
And that one's good. And that's now 18 points for Duncan.
Well, the pick worked really well there. Nice job taking it right to the 10 for the layup.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Jeff Hornacek as he addressed his team. He told them that they simply have to step up, saying if we don't make a move now, it's going to be too late. Give them everything you've got. Kevin?
Here's Ginobili. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. And the Spurs lead by 16.
I love when he takes the ball inside. That's when he seems to really get on a roll.
And he gets it to go.
Well executed possession. They controlled the shot. Nicely done.
San Antonio leading by 14. Outside Leonard. And Duncan gets it to go on the assist by Leonard. Leonard's got his 3rd assist on the night.
You got to like his shot selection today. He set a good example for the rest of his teammates.
18 feet out. Here's Okafor. A rebound by the Spurs. Leonard's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Parker with it. Now defended by Newman. Stripped it away. Dragic gets the bucket. .130 left in the 4th quarter. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Yes, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Jeff Hornacek as he addressed his team. Their fast break offense has been lacking, in his opinion, and he let his players know about it. Look for them to really start pushing the basketball. Likely the final major changes to their game plan as they try to make a late comeback here in the 4th. Kevin, back to you.
And thank you for that, Doris.
And clearly no question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for San Antonio.
But free throws were a big factor in this one.
Yeah, you know what? It's great to get to the line, Kevin, but the other half of that is you got to convert, and they did that.
And every win important. And this one will go down as win number 3.
Fantastic show put on. What an amazing game all around it was for Duncan. Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do anything really to stop him.
To the middle, knocks it loose. Parker with the steal. And there's a whistle. That goes on Z. That's foul number 2 for him. A big group substitution here for Phoenix. Channing Frye's checked in for Okafor. Marcus Morris comes in for Morris. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Gerald Green. And Goodwin subbed in for Goran Dragic.
And they continue to foul, but this one's pretty much over.
Yeah, they're just extending this. We need running time in effect here, Steve.
That one is no good.
The Spurs would end up as the 2nd seed in the West and were right in the hunt for being the top seed for the majority of last season. But one reason they fell short was that they just weren't as good as they needed to be during in-conference games.
For 3.
Here's Bellinelli. 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and so they choose to intentionally foul. First free throw is good, and that will push the lead to double digits.
At the line for your Spurs.
So he gets them both.
No mistakes there. I think you can close the book on this one, guys. It's done.
Here's Newman. Here's Morris. Another three for Phoenix. Now here's Joseph. And he commits the intentional foul.
That's his second personal foul.
And the first of two, no good, heartbreaker.
At the line for your Spurs.
He's able to hit the second one, and that will put them up by 9.
He would have liked them all to go, but that should still be enough to end this thing.
Five seconds left in the fourth quarter. Fires from deep. And so it's San Antonio with the win. They pulled off this win, Clark, with respectable performances on both ends of the floor.
Yeah, I think it was just really a nice overall effort, Kevin.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Guys, I'm here with Tony Parker. And Tony, there was an intensity to the way this team played. Were you guys amped up?
We were motivated tonight. You know, today we want a mission. We want to make a statement, and we played great basketball, great ball movement. Everybody wasn't selfish. We shot the ball a lot better, and we played great defense.
Statement delivered, mission accomplished. Nice win, Tony. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Doris. And, folks, that about concludes our broadcast tonight. For Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching as we leave you with our Jordan Player of the Game, Tim Duncan.
Thanks for stopping by. As you know, it's important for me to regularly check in with all of our players. So, how you feeling about the team at this point of the season?
Well, I've been playing pretty well lately. I feel like if I had some more minutes, I could really take my game to the next level.
You have stepped it up lately. But coach is the one who ultimately decides on the rotation. I'll talk to him, see if there's anything we can do.
I already talked to him. He shut me down.
I see. I know Coach feels young guys like you need to show what they can do over a longer period of time. Look, just keep playing the way you've been playing, and I don't think there's going to be any issues. But, yeah, I'll talk to him nonetheless.
Look, if I keep playing how I have been, and I'm not getting out there more, there will be issues. That's all I'm saying. I ain't playing around when it comes to my career,
I
man.
hear what you're saying. Just try to be patient, and I'll see what I can do.
Thanks, man.